Streaming University is back, and obviously it's a lot of pandemonium on the internet about getting accepted and the roster and all of this stuff. For those of you who have been living under a rock and don't pay much attention to the internet, Streaming University is a platform where up-and-coming content creators learn about making content, advertising, ad revenue, monetization, and the benefits of being a content creator and just how to go about their content journey in general. It's fun, creative, and gives content creators a head start in their journey to keep going. Those are the last positive things I'm gonna say in this video. There's a lot of things that piss me off about Streaming University 2, so we're gonna talk about it today. Streaming University 2 started with a trailer. It's pretty chaotic, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kai made an instruction for people to send out applications on YouTube. There were some good applications I saw, and people who are actually serious about this opportunity. For instance, Suburb Baby released his application immediately, and multiple other creators who did the same thing. And as much as there were some good applications, there were some pretty terrible ones too. For instance, why are we making AI posters, gang? Like, what's so hard about making a 2-minute video about why you want to be in Streamer U? Because honestly, this is unoriginal as hell. I don't know why you thought this would impress one of the most creative creators on the internet. And others were treating their applications as a casual TikTok video rather than an actual chance to get a job. What makes Kai think that you are actually going to work hard and make content at Streamer U? You're either going to be doing some stupid stuff with other people in their dorms, or I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't stream at all. Because of some applications, whether online, in person, or both, there were thousands of people who did not get accepted. Kai pulled up the roster on his first day back on his comeback stream. There were a lot of unknown names because people complained that in the last Streaming University, it was just Kai and friends. Creators that already had a solid following and status, just doing straight BS on the campus. And now that Kai has fixed that problem, they're complaining about it too. I mean, yeah, he did invite a few no names. Lacey, Marlon, Queen Naija, Sky Jackson. But trust me, 80% of the people who got accepted on that roster, I did not have a single clue who they were. And after this roster got revealed, there were lots of people complaining that they did not get accepted. These people need a reality check on what it means to be consistent in content. Being a YouTuber and streamer is not as easy as you think it is. You have to put in a lot of work before successful opportunities come. Whether it's a collaboration, a brand deal, a viral moment, which most of the time it is. It takes years before it happens. There were people crying and complaining that they did not get in, when a lot of them either did not post consistently on their channel, they didn't spark a single stream before the Streaming University opportunity, or they just never made content at all. Like this spoiled ass little brat.
The ugly cry. I'm so bad coming up here because as bad as I want this, bro, like as bad as I want to go to Streaming University, I feel like awareness needs to be spread because, bro, I'm just so angry because I was so close in the line. The whole event is just like the whole in-person application is just mad unserious. And I say that to say because you got people who really want it. The people that really want it, you got people, a whole bunch of people playing because they want the opportunity to meet Kai and to get a viral moment or whatever, which I'm not knocking anybody for their reasons of going.
Has not streamed for a whole year, by the way. Go get you one of these. And some of the people that got accepted, they've been working hard for years. And people have a right now mentality. Most people don't want to go to Streaming U for the actual growth. They don't want to learn about content. They don't want to learn about what it takes to actually be successful at this. They just want an immediate clout boost. There are some streamers that I know from the last Streaming University that had a ton of followers while they were there. And once they left, all those followers disappeared. They were in the same standings, talking to the same people that they were talking to before Streaming University happened. And if you think that pursuing streaming full-time is going to be easy after Streaming University, name me at least 3 people from Streaming University last year that you did not know back then that you know now. Notable names that I can name are Yana, Aldo Goddard, Kai Ools, and Lola. Honestly, for the people waiting in that line, people camped for days. Some of those people did not see those long lines as an opportunity to make content and get to know other content creators. Like, just think about it. You waited outside a venue for more than 24 hours, which is something that most people are not going to do. And you didn't see that as an opportunity to make content with other content creators at least. Get serious. And you know what's crazy? The major reason why people did not get accepted. Because YouTube and streaming are two different things. With a YouTube video, you can add all the gimmicks and the memes and the edits that you want to make the video funny. But streaming is a whole different ballgame. You need to have a personality. A great one, in fact. Because if you cannot hold a convo with your audience for long on an actual live stream and be funny while doing it, it's gonna be very hard for you to average more than 50 viewers on a stream. Secondly, a lot of people cannot handle hate and controversy. If you've watched IShowSpeed in the early YouTube days like I did, then you know that he's done some pretty stupid and shady stuff just to get clipped. He was doing some shady stuff just to get on WorldStar even, and he got a lot of controversy for it. But he kept going. And lastly, I don't think people understand the mental toll that streaming or content creation in general takes on streamers. You have to put your heart, mind, and soul into streaming. I mean, content creation on YouTube is as hard, but if I decided while making this video that I wanted to pause the camera and take a break and go outside for 10 minutes, I would be able to do that and then come back and continue the video. I would be able to do that because I'm a YouTuber and I can edit the video when I want. But with streaming, I couldn't. I'd have to keep going no matter how I felt. Sometimes content creation and streaming robs people of their peace, their mind, sometimes their sanity, depending on what they do and how hard they go at this. And that's not to discourage anyone from streaming. A lot of people think that streaming is an entrepreneurship, and people try to get into streaming because they think that with streaming you can be your own boss, especially with YouTube and content creation. But with what I've seen and how long I've been doing YouTube, even though I'm not that big, the audience, the community, and the algorithm are your boss. Because if you go viral enough on YouTube, the algorithm will keep putting your videos on people's recommendations. But it only gets worse when you grow, because the algorithm will want you to release more videos every single week. Now, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from streaming from what I've said, but not everyone has the mental strength and the dedication it takes to be one. Kai Cenat did YouTube for years, and for him to get into streaming alone was a hard battle. So you should never forget that before streaming there comes content. In other words, a YouTube channel. So in the midst of people complaining about not getting a streamer you and the opportunities that others have had, you've got to remember that this is Kai's event. And the same thing can happen with any event, not just Stream University. And Kai chose the people he wants there, and that's okay. Before revealing all the names on the roster, he explicitly said that it is okay if you don't get in a Streamer U. So why do we have all these people crying and complaining around that they didn't get in? The internet reacted wildly to this situation. And this can happen with any creators event. Whether it's a creators camp, a trip, a conference, it doesn't matter. The internet reacts the same way. So summary, if you didn't get accepted in the Streamer U, just keep grinding, bro. There are more opportunities other than Streamer U. But yeah, that's all I have to yap about. Other than that, have a nice day.